Hi, I'm Caroline Mitchell, canine behaviourist at Good Doggy. It is a natural reaction to want to pick up your dog if they are scared. Of course, you want to protect them, you want to make them feel safe, but it's actually more likely you are making things worse in the long run. So in this video, I'm going to explain 4 reasons why you should never pick up an anxious dog when this happens and what to do instead. So the first reason why you shouldn't pick up your dog when they are afraid is it inhibits natural behaviour. A dog's first response to a situation might include changing their posture and position. Where and how you stand in relation to a situation is really important when it comes to managing scary stuff. One dog might prefer to make more space. Maybe they stand side on or do play bounces. Maybe they like to roll on the back or move quickly. When we pick them up, we choose to make them stay still. We hide their ability to de-escalate by showing their belly or standing side on, and we force them to the front. So this forces them to choose from only a very limited number of potential actions. So there's no option for de-escalation, no apology. All they have left is aggression and defensive behaviour. The second reason is it stops normal communication. Dogs use their whole body to communicate. So if we pick them up, we're preventing a lot of that. Dogs use their tail and their muscle tone a lot. And when they are in our arms, they are restricted to using their eyes, their ears, and their mouth pretty much. This cuts it down to vocalizations, snapping, biting, and staring. So losing the ability to communicate and be heard is hugely damaging to their resilience and their confidence, meaning they are less likely to cope and bounce back from stuff in the future. 3, it makes them feel trapped. Dogs have 2 main options when they're faced with things that scare them, either fight or flight. When we pick them up, we close down the flight option and only leave them with fight. So naturally, this forces them into an aggressive response. Feeling safe is a huge motivator for behaviour change. So if the situation ends with no injury, then the dog will think his behaviour was effective and that will encourage him to do it more. And 4, it feels wrong. Many dogs don't like to be picked up. It can cause them pain and discomfort. It might cause them to feel unbalanced. The world looks different up there. It smells different up there too. Add this to a dog that's already feeling anxious, and your dog now has 2 reasons to be afraid when a particular trigger turns up. The trigger itself, and also just being lifted right up into the air with that different view and different perspective on the problem. Instead, if you get into a frightening situation for your dog, you must first of all do whatever it takes to make them feel safe. But for best results, lead them away from their trigger. Make plenty of space. If you need to, you can even push yourself between them and the thing that is scaring them, forming a bit of a protective barrier. But whatever you do, figure out afterwards what went wrong. You're not going to solve the problem by responding to it in that moment, but you can identify what the problem is and solve it more permanently with a training plan that comes later, so you don't have to pick them up in the future. Hopefully that's helped, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care for now. Bye-bye. I really hope you're getting lots of useful hints and tips and ideas from watching the videos here on my YouTube channel. Behaviour training, though, is a complex thing, and there are so many variables and options and different ways to approach things. And sometimes working on it alone can feel quite lonely and frustrating at times. Sometimes you'll question whether you're doing the right thing or whether you might even be making things worse. If this is you, don't worry, I'm here for you. Privately, I can guide you through and support you through the process wherever you are. We'll start with an assessment session where I'll get to know your dog. I'll get to learn what makes him tick, any history. We'll learn about the behaviours you need help with. And then once we've figured out what's gone wrong and what techniques will suit him best, we'll make a plan just for him. Then we'll follow up with a series of private sessions where we'll address the root cause, work on related behaviours, boost resilience, and build on the behaviour training plan together until you have something that is working for you both. If that's something that's of interest to you, please check out the information on this video for details about how to get in touch and how to find out more about how I can navigate you through this process